Good purple morning. It's 5:57 a.m. Somehow, I slept all the way through till my alarm went off. I did spend the last 2 hours on the couch, just uncomfortable in bed. Prep things happen like that. But we are officially 5 weeks out, and I get a high day today. So that's 6 meals. I gotta start eating early because the meals are pretty large. Turns out to be about like 7,000 calories. So I'm excited, and that's why I was surprised I slept through till my alarm, because I figured my body would be awake at 2 a.m. ready to eat. But 245.8 on the scale, just about the same as prep low for this whole prep so far. And we're 5 weeks out, so feeling good. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. Got a packed day ahead. We're heading to Orlando. Got some cool shit going on with summer. Gonna train with my client and vlog this whole day of eating lots of food. So let's get to meal one. So we got ingredients for meal one: yogurt, protein, PB&J this morning. Wife talked me into it last night. We got blueberries, honey, granola, and some cashews. Doing a little combo flavor of granola today. And this is gonna turn into a really big bowl of basically dessert. So let's see what happens. Now, for a completely unnecessary portion of this meal, I take my big bag of granola here, and ooh, that's not how you work a camera. Haha, there we go. I'm trying, I swear. Take this big bag of granola, and I beat the shit out of it with that hammer. However, it's early. The wife is still asleep, so I come to the guest bathroom on the other side of this, very spacious apartment, and wrap it in the towel. And wouldn't you know, take this hammer, beat the shit out of it a little bit more quietly. Yes, it's completely unnecessary, but yes, I personally strongly believe it makes this meal taste better. Easy to eat, not dealing with big chunks of granola getting stuck in my teeth. All right, back into the darkness. And one more final unnecessary note: I beat the shit out of my blueberries also. So let's see, can I angle it down? Nope, the camera won't let me. But yeah, I take the hammer, beat the blueberries up. I beat it up. All right, 5 weeks out, full day of eating. Meal one is going down. Massive bowl of PB&J yogurt with honey, granola, cashews, blueberries, and it's a good size. I'm gonna post the macros on the screen, but this is what I was looking forward to as soon as I woke up this morning. So I'm gonna dig in. Meal one going down. All right, here we go. Meal two is going down on our big refeed day today. I had to get a bunch packed. I'm gonna go over that here in a second. We're heading to Orlando, like I mentioned earlier. But meal two is going down now. Gonna get everything packed to hit the road, and then train at noon with my client Jackson. But here's the thing we care about most. This next meal, I got 120 grams of sourdough, 260 grams of rice. I had to make an adjustment there. Apparently, I didn't make enough rice. We got 140 grams of chicken, 15 grams of mac nut oil, and then the sourdough was air fried. So a little crunch to it makes the day that much better. But we'll give you a rundown on what packing food and everything looks like for this little excursion that requires a lot of preparation. But first, we feast. Now, while my cream of rice is heating up, because this is the last step I have to do before we get out the door, I have to show you guys what it looks like getting ready to leave. Now, we have, let's see, move the camera down. We got juice over there in 2 shakers for pre and post-workout meal. We got post-workout meal, cream of rice in the microwave, iso protein there, bananas for the post-workout meal. We got new Black Series Fury from Core, doubling down with some pump today as well. Intro workout and everything packed. And just gotta toss my beautiful wife over my shoulder. Holy shit, your shoulder looks jacked.
They heard none of that. I had the microphone in my hand. So let's try this again. Fury, Black Series, Pump, Black Series. I got my intro. I got all my needs for the day. And then similarly, I have my gorgeous, hot, sexy wife with the jacked ass shoulder. And now we got to pack and get out of here. All right, well, we're an hour late on this meal, and we're going to talk about stress here in a second. But just to get things done with for our full day of eating, we have our pre-workout meal going down, which I'm super excited for. And with that, this pre-workout meal is 140 grams chicken, 300 grams of rice, 7 grams of oil. Got some dates in here. We got juice in my Core Nutritionals shaker, and then 3 Rice Krispie treats. So this is gonna be a damn good meal. It's probably my second favorite of my high day, and that's right behind the 5 Guys I get tonight. And yeah, so this is gonna go down. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat. Now, quick little conversational piece for you guys here. You are in control of what affects you and what stresses you out. Your whole perception around stress is yours and yours alone. The same way, if I get a flat tire and somebody else gets a flat tire, that flat tire could be the end of that person's day and their entire day is ruined. Or you can look at that flat tire and say, all right, it's a bump in the road, so be it, change it, and move on with your day, and don't let it stress you out. Your perception of stress is everything. I'm an hour behind on my meal, I'm an hour behind on going to the gym, and that's because we very literally left our apartment. We didn't even get onto the highway, and we hit traffic. Traffic was backed up onto the on-ramp. And then we hit more traffic closer to Orlando because, you know, America's septic tank, Orlando, Florida, is constantly inundated with traffic. Yeah. Was I not having a good time while I was sitting there? Nope, not at all. Was there some extra elevated heart rate? Probably. But at the end of it all, I have to sit there and think to myself, I have no control of this, but I do have control over how I act, over how I perceive this, and over how I allow it to affect my day. For everyone who wants to be a bodybuilder and really compete as a bodybuilder, that is a tool you must tap into. Perception of stress and how you react to stressors, how you let it affect you. That's all in your control. And if you don't have control of that, you're definitely not getting on stage as any type of respectable bodybuilder, and you're gonna have a really tough time navigating, learning, and figuring out how to be the competitive bodybuilder you say you want to be. It starts here. It's not with the food, it's not with the training, it's not with the PEDs. It starts with your mind, and then everything else follows. The best athletes, the best bodybuilders, they know this. I'm not the best whatsoever, but I know this. So take it from me, learn from it, and hopefully get better from it. On a fun note of things, today's my high day, as we all know, because we're watching this video. And with that said, some extra carbs has me a little extra gassy. So apologies to anybody who's around me here. All right, I'm going to rag on this gym a little bit more, and I'm also going to talk a bunch of hype about counterculture because they posted the other day about, oh, your gym equipment's old. There's a spoof video. Yeah, all of the OG equipment in counterculture is better than the hundreds of thousands of dollars of new name brand shit here. We've tried 2 machines so far at this gym, 1 Panada, 1 Arsenal. Panada didn't fit us whatsoever. Arsenal machine, it works, but the seat's broken and the shit's janky. So, you know what's not? Old school equipment at counterculture, because that shit lasts and it works. Let's see, is she gonna let me annoy her and let me love her? Or is she gonna tell me to fuck off? Jeez. Look at how good she fucking looks, which is nuts. Stop moving. Yeah, because the lighting right here is dope. Her shoulders are fucking sick. Biceps are fucking rocking. Did you scratch yourself a bunch? Probably. Yeah, with those new vicious nails. I know I'm gonna rip them off today. All right, actually, let's try something different. My wife says all my shirts are musty. All of my shirts are gasp. So, MJ, sponsor me, dude, because all I wear is Gasp. All I rep is Gasp. All I talk about is Gasp. But I can't afford an entire new wardrobe again. And my clothes, I guess, are musty and my wife hates how it smells. So I gotta fix that on my own side. But MJ, my guy, let's bring Gasp to Tampa. Let's do it. This machine's quite nice as you watch Jackson go through it. It's got a really nice converging pattern at the top, and it's really, really comfy on the delts. So all things you want for an overhead press. Feels safe, you can load it up decently heavy, and it fits my Mass Monster Jackson here just fine. So Panada, I guess you did it right on this one. Your entire mental MO around training heavy should be to train as intensely and heavily as you possibly physically fucking can, with a smart head on your shoulders, wrapped around the thought process of, I'm going to do this effectively and safely. So the ego stays at the door, but we still approach every set as heavy and intensely as possible, with the understanding that we're doing it effectively, safely, to not get injured, and then you're good. Don't go into the gym thinking, oh, I lift heavy, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get injured eventually. No, 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 no. Get that out of your head. That's not how we operate around here. All right, while I do this warm-up set on here, quick conversation that Jackson and I just had about drop sets. And he said he likes to do drop sets on everything. So first point I made is, if we're here to actually be competitive bodybuilders and like get on stage and progress aggressively, the hard truth is, yeah, doing what you like probably isn't gonna get you there. Not to say you can't do what you like in the gym, but if you're only leaning into what's comfortable and what you prefer, you're probably cutting yourself short on potential progress to be made. So now onto the conversation of drop sets. He said that he does drop sets on a lot of things. My comment is, the bigger compound lifts, ditch the drop sets. All you're doing is just wasting energy and time that could be better spent on another straight set of a heavy load, or better spent later in the workout distributing that energy to a different lift or a different set. Those big compound lifts, you're looking for progressive overload. You're looking to get stronger. You're looking to progress by some metric. Drop sets are just gonna be a waste of energy there. Save those drop sets and whatnot for the accessory movements at the end, where you're just trying to get a nasty pump. Energy's already low. You don't have to go do another really heavy top set 2 movements down the line. Save it for then. Those big compound movements, rest, pause, cluster, straight sets, tempo, range of motion, progressive overload. Simple. All right, we're not going to see me eat for this one, but post-workout, I got my big bowl of food in my lap right here, and it is a bunch of cream of rice. We got cashew butter in there. We got banana. You know what? I can just show you guys. Boom! Big old bowl of cream of rice, and then we got juice added onto that as well. I'm excited for it, and I'm hungry, so going down. Stupid DJI camera needed to be flipped. So we are an hour late on this meal. If you know anything about Tampa and Orlando, Orlando is Florida and America's septic tank. I fucking hate that place. Granted, found a really cute coffee shop there, so that was at least a plus. But the hour and 15-minute drive that it usually takes, that was a 3-hour drive to get home. And 2.5 of those hours was me just simply stressed because I had to pee. And so be it. But here we are, an hour late on this meal. High day food continuing to go down, so full day eating. We'll get that portion sizes and all that stuff listed on the screen for you guys. But back to the conversation of your perception of stress is in your control. I know too many people who would have been stuck in traffic for, let me think, I've been stuck in traffic for a total of 4.5 hours today, and would run to their coach that same night. Drama, crying, hissy fit. It's ruined, I'm ruined, it was terrible, my stress is terrible, I'm gonna cry and have a bitch fit about it. Yeah, that's not how you conduct yourself. That's not how you have composure, that's not how you prep, that's not how you are a competitive bodybuilder. You have control over those perceptions, you have control over your reactions, you have control over how you conduct yourself through the day when stress gets high. So, rant is over, stress was high, it's okay, I'm home now. Gonna hang with the wife for the evening, and then final meal is Five Guys. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, let's get this down. All right, final meal of the day. Actually got some decent lighting on this little spot here, so let's see if I can replicate this later. You know, still new to this YouTube thing, but gonna make this quick. I'm freaking exhausted, and it's my bedtime. Eating this meal a little bit later than I typically would, but we got Five Guys, burger, and then I got some Cajun fries, regular fries, sugar-free ketchup, or no sugar added, whatever. Supplements, bright red one, suspicious. And for health, Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I'm excited for this, so until next time.